In Australia, the spiraling number of COVID-19 cases linked to the Omicron variant has led to the eastern states' government to reintroduce their pandemic restrictions. Mavian Dog will give us the details live. Yes, Maeve?
Kath, Australia has now acquired more than 74,000 new COVID cases across its states and territories. The state of New South Wales reported a record high daily case number of new infections today at 38,625. NSW Premier Dominic Perrottet announced that new restrictions on singing and dancing in hospitality venues will apply until January 27. Elective surgeries has been postponed until mid-February, and booster shots will also become mandatory for some frontline health workers. Victoria records 21,728 new cases, prompting the state government to also announce the return of density limits to hospitality venues. Kath, in an attempt to free up testing centers and reduce transmission, both New South Wales and Victoria announced that those who tested positive from the rapid antigen test are now considered as probable cases and will be required to log their result with the health department via an online form. Those who returned positive using the rapid antigen test will no longer be required to undergo PCR tests to confirm their infection. In the state of Queensland, there are 10,953 new cases. State Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk encouraged Queenslanders to get their booster shots and strongly recommends working from home. She also addressed concerns about children returning to school later this month.
So we are looking at a 1 to 2 week delay in relation to the return to school. We will give you more concrete decisions on this over the coming days, but I just want to assure parents that that is definitely not on the agenda to send primary school children unvaccinated to school if we are in the peak of this wave.
Meanwhile, Northern Territory has recorded 412, their highest number of COVID-19 cases to date. And unvaccinated people will be subject to a territory-wide lockdown from today until midday on Monday. Kath?
Yes, Maeve. With some restrictions returning in those states, is there some government support that can be expected by the residents?
Kath, Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison is urging Australians to check their federal pandemic leave disaster payments eligibility. The payment, Kath, is worth $750 Australian for each 7-day period that a person has been advised to quarantine or self-isolate. Apart from financial aid, the federal government earlier this week announced that the time frame between the second and third dose to be shortened from 5 to 4 months. A plan to shorten it further to 3 months is also on the table by the end of January. Back to you, Kath.
Thank you, Mavian Dog, reporting live from Australia.